Hello, hello. Mm, mm. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review musics, movies, television series, and instances in pop culture. All right, I came on here to do a little quick video just to talk about my afterthoughts in regards to the Jonathan Majors case. All right, here we go. First things first, I'm going to do a little housekeeping. Please subscribe and also share the video if you care. Uh, Also, hit that like button. That's your entrance fee. Hit that like button. And that is my housekeeping notes for right now. So, let me tell you what we're going to talk about today. I want to just briefly go over because I know the other day has been such a big thing, especially for people who have watched and followed us give out the information that we had in regards to this case. I think if you had watched Dr. Hines' live stream, verdict watch live stream, and they got the verdict while they were on, I had to go to work. So I was watching the show, but I couldn't participate like I wanted to. But before I left the show that morning, I did say that I felt like they were going to split that baby. And I got that from attorney Mark Nicholson. So shout out to him. And while I'm doing shout outs, number one, let me shout out everyone who were tireless to get the information out, good, bad, or indifferent, that we got the information out because again, like I said, people saw you. Uh, I do understand that, we were battling mainstream media to get the information out there. And like I said, good, bad, or indifferent, we got the information out there. First and foremost, I want to thank Chillmonger. I really do owe him a lot of thanks. He has sent a lot of people my way. So I will still be doing the writer strike is over. I'm gonna do my television series and my movie. So I do appreciate you coming to my little YouTube channel, asking me a question in regards to the Jonathan Majors case. I really do appreciate it. I also want to take this time to thank the Dre Max Show. Dre, I really do appreciate you. Libra Gang Gang all the way for allowing me to come on your show. Also, Blues House, again, being on your show and you all supporting me. Also, want to thank Kat, uh, my research girlie that loves a good PowerPoint just like I do. I really do appreciate you doing all that background information, tying that information together. That was key to kind of piece together a good timeline of what's going on. All right. Also, Dr. Hines for allowing me to be on his show. I also want to thank She Dreads Me for coming on the show and supporting. And everybody that I mentioned, please make sure that you follow and support. But let me share my page right quick. I am going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. But this young lady, this beautiful young lady, this industrious, beautiful young lady. We have, we have, we have, we have kicked and prodded and poked, and she even said we kind of pulled her hair to pull her out of her comfort zone. Y'all, Danny has her own YouTube channel. Clap up, clap up, clap up for that. This Danny Atherton, MBA, PhD, legal analyst. And she has a page I see on here. She has 146 subscribers. If you all subscribe to me, I'm going to check this page in a couple of days. I should see her have more subscribers. Get her those more subscribers so she will stay out of her comfort zone and do this and report and analyze trials and things like that from her page. Y'all support her. Y'all support her. Y'all support her. This is what it's about. Other YouTubers supporting other YouTubers because once one channel grows, we all grow. So y'all make sure y'all support Miss Danny. And I want to do a very special shout out to the glue to this whole thing, and that is Mr. Flavio MC Sosa. You find him on Twitter. I'm not sure if he has a YouTube page that he's wanting to put up and shout out, but shout out to him for making sure that any information that came out on this case, whether we saw it or not, that he got it to us. And I understand that he is wanting to do a, let me see, I want to make sure because I don't want to say it wrong. He wants to start an online archive of all the information on this case, uh, which I think possibly will be helpful um, in the appeal if Mr. Majors decides that he wants to do that. So if we support him in his effort, he'll probably get back with us later. But y'all shout out Flavio for just being an all around good guy and an all around concerned person, seeing that what we saw, that the information and things like that seem bad. And, the turn of events and things like that that has gone on. So I've got all those shout outs and things out of the way. So, what I wanted to talk about real briefly are my afterthoughts about this. So, y'all shout out, send some love and light to Jonathan Majors and Jonathan Majors' family. I know that this is a trying time because of the fact that because the verdict went the way it was, his main holdout in regards to his financial future cut ties with him. So right now, I'm not sure if he has any gigs lined up or right now, but he does have a sentencing looming over his head, and he has I don't know, like I said, I don't know what gigs he has on. So we know that he is no longer going to be Kang in the Marvel universe. Marvel has cut ties, according to all the pundits and trades that have come out, and the bigger YouTubers that I have seen review this case. But one of the things that I do want to talk about is how appreciative I've seen you all rally behind. And what I mean by that is I think that, particularly when I'm talking about the audience and my audience, how you all rally behind a cause and figure out what you want to do. I know some of you all said that you all are boycotting Marvel, and that is a it's a beautiful thing to pick a cause and rally behind it. But whatever cause you choose to do, to boycott Marvel if you want to. For me, it's just I know that Jonathan Majors is a great actor. I want to support the things that he does in acting. Uh, and his personal life and his personal business and all that other stuff, I leave that up to him to take care of. I hope he gets somewhere and gets some rest, and just kind of rest and sit back and figure out his next move. I don't think it's the end. I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's over for him. Nobody will hire him." I do not think that way, and I think that the caliber of actor that he is, his talent is going to shine regardless. I think that the studios, we seem to think that Marvel Studio is the only studio out here. Studios have picked up people with worse criminal records, because I don't know who said it. I think it was probably Blue that talked about what was his name? Tim Allen, big drug pen moving type dudes, and I think he spent some time in the pen. He was able to get on TV and enthrall the hearts and the minds of people. What was that on Tool Time? Whatever that show he had on many years ago. I'm dating myself. But I think that people who have gone through adversities, that's the one reason why I don't like cancel culture. I don't like gender wars, and I don't like making people feel small because they don't agree the way that you agree. So those are the three things that I know that I don't like. So I don't believe in cancel culture. I believe that people can do some horrific things, and I think if they do the work, they may not come back at the capacity that they were. They may not be in the same circles that they were, but they can ink out a living in life. I don't think that we are we're not just the sum of our last mistake. And I do believe that everyone has an opportunity for growth and learning and things like that. That's if you choose to do so. So, after I thought about all of this, what do we do? Because I do know that a lot of you came here for my Jonathan Majors case and information, and I'm still going to review it. I'm going to review what's going to happen in February. We're still going to go over it, but I'm also going to be doing some other things. Now, with this case, one of the things that I have found that I enjoy is celebrity trials, going in and getting the information because I told y'all I love a good PowerPoint and I love to go around and see what the information and then go through the law, uh, not a in-depth deep dive like Kat and Danny does, but I like for us to just to kind of go over that and see where we are. And when I do my pop culture chats, the one thing that I really want to know is how does this affect our daily lives? And that's one of the things that I want to talk about today. How has this Jonathan Majors case affected our daily lives? Let me tell you. Number one, I have learned, even in my big old age, with this case, and maybe people say, well, you should have known this before. I am learning now that most news organizations are not news organizations anymore. They are vestiges of entertainment. One more again for the people in the back. They are vestiges of entertainment. That means that they are reporting the news to get you to come to an article. They are skirting the lines of things being factual because they will take little pieces of something and then say, oh, this is factual. And people will believe it and regurgitate it. And before you know it, you will have people regurgitating the same thing and it may not be the truth. So I have learned to fact check the people who are saying that they are the fact checkers. They are out here in the business of entertainment instead of being in the news business. So that is one thing that I've learned with the information, the way it came out. And now we're starting to see even more information. And that tells me that people are hoarding certain pieces of information and only wanting to feed you what they want to feed, only information they want you to know out. And everything else, they just don't, either they just don't know or they just don't care for whatever reason. That is one of the things I've learned. The other thing is things may seem one way, but you really got to dig for the truth. When this first started, we got all this information about this strangulation. And I don't know if you all have noticed that with this case, that word has been a key word in a lot of different things. And I think I told you in a couple of videos that maybe one day I'll just give you some of the little things about the information that has come out about Jonathan Majors. But one of the things I've noticed that word kept popping up, but then it's like it's like you're trying to stuff something in a box. It's like you're trying to put a comforter in a box that's the size for it's Christmas time now. So like a shirt box, but you're trying to stuff a comforter in it and you keep the comforter, which is quote unquote the strangulation, is trying to pop out the box, but people keep stuffing it back down. Anyway, that may be a real awful example, but what I mean by that is when this case first popped off, everything was about the strangulation. And then we see, go check out Chillmonger's video about the cops in the closet with their hands showing the strangulation. And so this was in March. So then you see in April, with the Rolling Stones article, strangulation comes up again. And then you see subsequently with some other articles and things like that, you hear about the strangulation, and then I start watching YouTubers, and I'm talking about the big name of YouTubers. That word was coming up a lot. And again, news organizations are vestiges of entertainment. So what happens is that word keeps coming up and it sticks in people's mind. And so when you watch, I don't know if you've ever gone to like the shade room or if you've gone to thing, everyone was up, I think up until about June. Everybody was talking about that word, strangulation. And why do I say that? So I remember going back to that Rolling Stone article. And I remember reading in that Rolling Stone article that this girlfriend that he had claimed that he put his hands around her throat. That word comes up. And then something hit me because in that same around that paragraph, it started talking about, well, him being at work and everything like that. And uh, she made a statement about they can't talk because they have NDAs. And then I was trying to figure out why would a girlfriend have an NDA? Because at that point he wasn't who he was. Why would he have an NDA? And then it hit me. Remember, go back. Vestiges of entertainment. Why in my head? Again, this is Pam Entertainment TV. This is what the thought that hit my head. He has a movie out called Magazine Dreams. And if you watch that movie in Sundance, you all let me know. But isn't there a scene in regards to strangulation? And his character is doing it to his girlfriend. Why in my head I thought that that woman wrote about his character in Magazine Dreams and then merged it into any other thing? Because when I heard they have NDAs and they can't talk, who would have NDAs but people who worked on a movie set? I know this sounds strange. Again, when y'all come over here to listen to me, y'all are going to hear the thoughts that I have, even though they are strange. But that sounded strange to me. It made me think that they were blending in or merging in stuff that was happening in a doggone movie with these quote unquote girlfriends that are supposed to be out here. I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying they aren't. I'm just saying that I read that and thought, hmm, interesting. Well, some of the other things that I learned, and again at the top of this recording, I gave shout out. I learned that coming out of your comfort zone and doing things like this is such a beautiful thing. I'm so happy to now have this, it's a small community, but I'm happy to be part of this small community. And I'm happy to have influence others. I'm starting to get other YouTubers, smaller YouTubers contacting me and asking me questions. And so I, I, I'm feeling good about being out here and speaking the things I needed to speak about and feeling very encouraged that there are people out here that want to hear what I have to say, even though it sounds like the ramblings of a little old lady. Anyway, again, I didn't want to make this long. I just wanted to kind of give, my afterthoughts about this case and to let you know and let all the people know that I know a lot of you came here um, because of the Jonathan Majors case and what you all wanted to talk about. I still encourage you to come because I'm going to be going over Diddy's case. I'm going to be going, I don't know if I'm going to be touching, what's his name? The one that's claiming the billionaire, some billionaire had his way. I don't know. I do, I don't know how I feel about that at this point. I'm going to do some more research about it and again do a good PowerPoint and see what's going on. But I'm going to be focusing on. I know ASAP Rocky is coming here to court in January. Again, I'm not touching that YSL. It's too much. But and also again with Diddy and Lizzo, I'm going to be doing some deep dives in regards to them and putting out some videos. So instead of me doing a video every day, I'm going back to my regularly scheduled program where I do 2 videos a week, which will be Tuesday and Thursday. So you all look out for those. I probably would do one more, maybe one more live stream in regards to the Jonathan Majors case. Um, and then I'll probably put a pin in it for now until the sentencing. The sentencing probably, people won't be probably be at the sentencing because I think that particular charge gets you anywhere from 6 months to a year. I don't see him um, spending any time in jail, but you know who we're dealing with. But lastly, before I go, I do want to tell you all one of the things also that this case has shown me is that for you young black men, I need you all to register to vote. You vote how you vote, when you vote, and why you vote. But I do want you to be on that register because that's where they pull that jury. And I think one of the things that we saw is that he did not have a jury of his peers. Uh, he did, but he didn't. And, like I said, different communities in the world, even though we love each other and we want to love each other and understand each other, we don't live in each other's shoes. So you don't know the struggles that I go through as a black woman. You don't know the struggles that black men go through, just like I don't know the struggles that an Asian woman goes through. I don't know, I can't fully grasp the struggles that an Asian man go through, and vice versa. But it will be good and encouraging for you all to make sure that you show up because I hear a lot of you all talking on live streams about things that the community needs to do and the system and everything like that. The system is what it is. And I don't know in my lifetime if it's going to make other changes. I know in my lifetime it has made changes. You know, I think about my mom. In her lifetime, she went from not being able to drink out of a water fountain to be participating in civil rights, to see her children go to integrated schools, to see her children go to college, to see her children thrive. And not, even though there's still some covert stuff going on, but to know that, she lives in a better place than what my mother grew up in, what my grandmother grew up in, and grandparents and so forth. So, like I said, I really want to encourage young black men to register to vote. There are so many places that you can do that. That is something that you can do because, like I said, if you all are impacting the system in one spot, then you need to impact the system in another. And that's the way I'll leave that. Um, I'm just now I'm at the point that I'm rambling, y'all. I told y'all when I get sleepy, I either get silly or I start to ramble. So I don't want to ramble on. Again, please tell a friend, tell a kin, tell that coworker, or tell that heifer that you can't stand that I'm over here making these videos, y'all. Please like, please subscribe, please share this video if you care. If you have any suggestions on any videos that you would like for me to do or any type of information you want me to go over, you can leave it down in the comments. I do read your comments and I engage. Anybody that has ever left me a comment knows that I engage them, or I just give them a little heart just to let you know or tell you thank you for dropping down. All right, people. As I've said before, and I say again, we do this every week. We do this every week. And as always, people, bye bye. And go support Danny's page.